Welcome to Talking Plant Protein. We're not going to do too many nut puns, but we're going to crush it, and we're going to maybe not crack as many jokes, Emily.
I'm going to leave the nut puns to you, Joey.
All right, now you represent Almonds, right? So tell me about your job role and specifically what you do.
Yeah, so I work at the Almond Board of California, which is a nonprofit that supports the entire industry of almond growers. And there are over 7,000 almond growers in California. We grow over 80% of the world's production right here in about 500 miles. It's pretty impressive.
Really? Yeah, and when you look at almonds, it's one of those things where it seems to be a little bit more forward thinking, where you've got these potential alternatives in the food market. I mean, almond cheese is almond milks, and I'm sure there's almond meats and all sorts of different things. So can you talk about these things and why almonds seem to be a little bit more forgiving as far as an alternative food or plant protein, if you will?
Yeah, I think it has a lot to do with just the love we see of almonds. So at the Almond Board, we market almonds across the globe. And regardless of where you go, you see elements of familiarity and love of almonds. And I think that really helps when product developers are looking to make innovations more approachable. So California almonds, you probably know this, are one of the few natural ingredients that meet the diverse needs of an R&D professional. So whether they're looking to drive taste, texture, or utility within their manufacturing process, and then have something that blends both with sweet and savory formulations, almonds are a simple and natural way that they can do that. And then on top of it, they're available in 14 forms. So if you're a product developer, knowing that you can easily call up and get butter or paste, or milk, it's a big deal.
Yeah, and 14. I had no idea there was 14 forms of different ways you can use almonds. I'm sure you guys are working on even more representing that many different almond growers. But as far as diets, right, like different forms of diets, and everybody seems to be on something different. And what types of diets do almonds fit into?
So especially when we look at plant-based, almonds fit in several types of diets. So you've got keto, Whole30, vegan, vegetarian, flexitarian, reducitarian. I was just explaining to my husband yesterday what those were. Gluten-free, dairy-free, and clean label. Almonds just suit all of them. And it really comes down to the versatility of the almond itself with all those different forms, and then the strong nutritional profile. So it makes them favorable whether you're doing product development or recipe development. And so whether it's ketogenic, or even looking for indulgence in some of those places, there's no sacrifice or flavor or nutrition in working with almonds.
Yeah, I mean, I see it in pretty much every single diet, right? Like you said, whether keto, paleo, plant-based, you see almond as being sometimes more of a base now, as opposed to just kind of a side option. So it's really interesting to see that. As far as innovation with almonds, what's next, and what can we look forward to?
Joey, I don't know, and I'm so excited, though, for what's to come. I'm going to share with you a couple things we've kind of played around with some of our partners, but, they just provide a lot of inspiration to developers. And we talked about plant-based and protein, but one of the spaces that's super exciting to me is this area of skin and gut health and permissible indulgence. So, almonds are this traditional ingredient. You kind of mentioned that earlier, but they also really allow for a lot of innovation beyond the basics. So as we know, there's more consumer demand for almonds. We see it both in the kernels, and then we see it in new product introductions that we track. And we know that new product introductions continue to rise with almonds across the globe in all the markets that we track. And so that really helps a lot when developers are looking at innovation. But skin health specifically, we see some CPG companies trying some fun things. So Rethink Ice Cream and Wild Friends, two different companies, they're using almond forms like milk and butter to combine it with collagen. And collagen, as you know, has skin benefits like strengthening skin elasticity, beautiful hair, nails. And then you add the almond. Yes, I'm sure you're very steeped in the collagen in your diet. But you add the almonds to it, and then you get a nutritional boost because you're adding in protein and fiber. Plus, we have half of the recommended daily requirement for vitamin E within a serving of almonds. So you're also adding other skin benefits to it as it relates to that. Helps protect your cells from the damaging effects of free radicals, from pollution or cigarette smoke or other environmental factors. And so it's a really amazing pairing. And I'm excited to see where it's going to go. And then, when you look across innovation, we don't do any development work at the Almond Board. So a lot of companies that are part of the industry or other supply chain partners do most of it. But we do partner with companies to come just help showcase what almonds could do. And we partnered with Culinex recently, and they're a food product development consulting firm. And I loved the two examples that I'm going to share with you because it just showed the spectrum. So one was this almond baked protein poof, and it took protein powder and flour, and it allowed it to be like a really functional fuel. And they extruded it and baked it, and it just became like this canvas that then you could apply all sorts of craveable flavors to. So whether it was cocoa brownie flavor or cinnamon roll, or even like something on the spicy end like mango and ancho chili, it was awesome and delivered on that taste and health spectrum. And then on the skin health side, imagine a gummy fruit snack that had almond in it. So using that almond oil with those essential fatty acids and polyphenols and vitamin E, it really allows you to have a skin health focused product. And so their idea was taking a cranberry or pomegranate or sweet cherry gummy and filling it with a flavored almond oil. So it could kind of deliver both on skin health while you get that nostalgic snacking experience.
Wow, from poofs to gummies to skin health, Almonds got it covered. So Emily, where can people find out more about your organization?
Well, if you want to go to almonds.com, you can learn a lot about the nutritional profile of almonds as well as the overall industry.
Thanks for coming on Talking Plant Protein.
Thank you, Joey. Have a great day.